got the woman that's going to ask, a certain question to, certain gentleman that fits this particular description. But let's go ahead and check out what she has to say because, yeah, she's just not getting the memo.
Where are all of the single, monogamous, heterosexual, attractive, responsible men at? Where are they at? Are they extinct? Because, and when I say responsible, what I mean is like, it's okay to have children. I'm 34, so I understand that if I'm going to date somebody around my age or a little bit older, they may have kids, but don't have multiple baby mamas. Like, to me, that's irresponsible. Just like men don't want women that's ran through, good women don't want men that's ran through. Why are you creating broken homes out here? And I understand situations are different. I get it. But multiple, like 2, 3, 4 baby mamas, like, what are you doing, sir? To me, that's irresponsible. Where are they at? Are they extinct? Because what?
Well, as a man, I can tell you exactly where they at. I'll give it to you. One, they are at work. They're not running the streets like that because they got bills and responsibilities. 2, a lot of them at the gym. They're at the gym. They getting they workout on. They're at the gym all the time. Sometimes 5, 6 days a week. Some of these guys are at the gym. So between work and gym. The third thing, a lot of those kind of men are married. That's why you don't see them. Or they have a serious girlfriend. That's why you don't see them. They in the house with their girlfriend or their wife. That's why they're not out like that too much. Or if they are single, some of them are so tired of what happens out there in the dating market that they just kind of quit dating for a time because they say, you know what, I'm just going to work on myself. I'm going to get my money up. I'm going to stack my bread. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm going to do everything I need to do. Then maybe later, if I just get to a point of I just maybe meet somebody, I'm just out. It happens. I'm open to it, but I'm not actually looking for nothing right now. You got men on that. So what happens to people like yourself, ma'am? Well, that's why you're not meeting them. They either in relationships, maybe they quit dating for a little bit. And maybe if you be in the right places, you get chosen or whatever. But you getting on the internet saying that clearly means that you have not been chosen by somebody. And then you mentioned multiple baby mamas and all of that sort of thing. It depends on the man, the situation. What if the man, was married to one and he was in another relationship after that, for a couple of years, and he had 2 kids through those particular relationships. The deal is about multiple quote unquote baby mamas. You need to hear what's the story behind them. Like, is it just somebody he just barely met and had a baby with him, or was he married to her? Was he married? How did he get his children? You always got to hear, even a woman, you need to hear how she got her children. Because not everything is just, they met somebody just today and then they laid down with them and got pregnant. It don't always happen like that. Sometimes people are in relationships. Like long-term relationships, and then they meet somebody afterwards and they get in that relationship and maybe they with them 2, 3, 4 years or something, and they, maybe had more than one child. You just got to listen to the situation. You can't just be a blanket. Oh, you got more than one baby mama or more than one baby daddy. No, you need to hear how those kids got here. Then you can make an assessment. Because she's right. If you're in your 30s, usually you probably maybe have 1 or 2, maybe. It just depends on the situation. But that's really what it is. The men aren't really available. So if you do meet a man that's fit that description, maybe you need to even take the first step. Because I always say that the women today need to take the first step because guys are real hesitant to say something to you. Even because think about it. Due to everything that's being said, a man can be viewed as a predator. He can, deal with, the clowning, all kinds of everything that happens to men. Why men are so hesitant to say something to y'all? Y'all don't have to say something. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something that I know. Becky and them, they be acting like Fleece Johnson. Becky and them be like, hey, I like you and I want you. That's basically how they do. They'll pull up on those guys. They ain't got no problem doing it. But for some reason, not all, but a good portion of our sisters don't want to do that. But the route you in, if you see that man, it's okay to let him know you're interested. It doesn't mean you coming across as desperate. Just sparking a conversation. Sometimes just sparking a conversation with him. He can see you interested, then he can carry it to the next level. With you. It's not always you coming up to him, hey, you got somebody? No, just spark a conversation. You know, and a lot of guys get it once you start sparking conversation and you're doing what y'all normally do to be flirty and all that. They'll figure it out. You know, it's not always you got to go ask a man, you got a wife, you got a girlfriend, I'm interested. No, just spark conversation and he'll figure it out. That's what I mean, because that's what they do. They just go spark conversation with you. But they're out there. They are out there. No, they're not rare. No, they're not unicorns. They're out there. But, you know, I mean, I see you look like you got a crunch shirt on. I mean, shoot, a lot of them guys at the gym, they right there with you. So there you go. So I don't know. Be in a position where you want to get chose. Because sometimes you're not in a position to be chose. Because usually, you know, women give off a choosing energy too. And men approach that versus maybe you're not giving off enough choosing energy. And so these men don't want to say nothing to you because you're not looking like you want to be chosen. That's another thing. You're looking for a man, but you don't give off choosing signals. So maybe it's something you got to fix.